Chicken wing drill. What is it and what does it do? So there are two chicken wing drills. One for swimming, one for running. The one for swimming is actually, I think, at least for me, was my introduction to the chicken wing drill, but it translates pretty well to running. For swimming, you end up swimming in the water with your thumbs in your armpits, so you got chicken wings, right? And it helps with turnover rate and getting the full reach and shoulder rotation. But with running, we're right here, so we're essentially in kind of a similar position doing this while we run. And you can do it standing in place, or you can do it while you're running. But the chicken wing drill, what it does, it helps us pick our hands up so we're not having our hands down by our side. A lot of us learned penny in the pocket, right? So we're down here when we're running. Notice my elbow is not going back very far if my hand's just going to my hip, right? Whereas if we bring the hands up, even if we just bring them up, our elbows are going to go back a little further, right? Shoulder's going to rotate forward, scapula's going to elevate, and what that's going to do is it's going to help open up the chest, right? And so not only that, but it's going to shift our weight forward so we're over the ball of our foot if we're just standing here. And so that translates to being more likely to land under our hip as opposed to out in front of our hip when we're running, reducing the amount of strain on the IT band and the glute, trying to stabilize the hip and the knee. But our arms aren't weight bearing, right? And so we can change stuff with them, and our body is going to change in response. And by shifting our hands up and our elbows back, trying to get those elbows out behind us, we're going to shift our center of gravity forward so we're in that forward lean position, and then our feet will catch up in response. As opposed to trying to get our foot under our center of gravity by pulling it back faster or pushing it down or trying to alter the mechanics of the thing that is weight bearing, right, that we're using to hold us up while we're running. And so what we can do for this drill is you can do it in place, just like this, 30 seconds or whatever. But quite frankly, my preferred way to do it is to mix it in with striders or in a fartlek. And so when you're running, you're right here, you're running, and then you get to your quick interval, and for these fartleks, we're stressing quick, not hard, right? The objective is to get the turnover rate up and to focus on good biomechanics, not necessarily to push. So by getting the hands up here, so we're moving quick because it's shorter range of motion to do this than to do this, right? Right, this is shorter, this is a longer range of motion. Shorter range of motion means we can do it faster. And our legs are going to keep up with our arms. So if our arms can move quickly, because it's short range of motion, then our legs are going to move quickly. It's also biomechanically a lot more efficient because it's a shorter lever. It's less work to do this than to do this, right? This is the same reason why we want our foot right under our hip the whole time and not reaching way out in front and way out behind. It's harder to have that full cycle in a quick turnover rate, right? So we're going to be right here, popping along, pop, 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 for the quick section. And the way to think about it is to think about your elbow, right? Normally we think about our hands because we can see them, right? Our elbows are behind us. But if we think about driving that elbow back is going to result in bringing that knee up. And it's going to result in bringing the heel up over the knee right here. So it's under our hip, right? And if we're here, just as we've said in other videos, you're more likely to have that foot land under your hip as opposed to out in front of you if your foot's out here. If you're out here, you're more likely to just plop, right? Notice up here, my body weight's back. I shift my body weight forward, even though I didn't really move at the hip, like my femur in relation to my back, my foot is under my hip now, right? Because we got that forward lean. And the only thing we're doing there is picking our elbows up, right? We're here, Pick the elbows up, it's going to shift our center of gravity forward. And so in order to balance, our foot has to come back. All of a sudden we land under our hips. So work it in, you play around with it. But I'd be willing to bet if you just go out and do a fartlek and you don't think about running harder or faster or easier or slower on the slow bits, all you do is change your hand position. So if you're running easy and you're used to running down here or down here like I see a lot of folks, especially triathletes doing, pick your hands up for the quick section. Just right here. Pop, 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 and think about being light and quick, right? All you got to do is change your hand position, and that's going to change your body position. And for the same effort level, you should move faster. And I bet you if you go back and look at the data afterwards, not only will you be running faster for the same effort, you will also have a higher turnover rate, which is going to lead to all kinds of good stuff, including lower injury rates and more biomechanical efficiency and that kind of thing. So give it a whirl. Let me know how it goes for you. Don't push hard though. If you're changing your mechanics, take it easy. Don't try to crush it. So you don't hurt yourself. But this one should help. So until next time, train smart.